Hola mi gente, welcome back to my channel. How have you guys been? I know it seems like I have fallen off the face of the earth, but I promise you I am back. I will be doing videos. Just went through a little rough patch, but you know what? We're over that. We're moving on. We're getting back into what we love to do, which is makeup and videos and be here for you guys. So again, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for taking the time out always to watch my videos. I really do appreciate it. This is the look that we're going to be doing in today's video. So if you guys like what you see and you want to know how to get this look, then please keep watching. Alright, so we already have our eyes done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the concealer underneath. I'm going to start out with the Tarte Shape Tape in the color light neutral, and we're going to use our foundation brush to start carving out the eyes. You want to bring it down as much as possible. And what this does is it cleans up any mistakes that you've made, and it makes the eyebrow look sharper. So I'm going to go in and do the same thing at the top. And then just have them connect over here. And you want to tap it out. Like that. And then you want to start dragging it down onto the lid to get your lids ready for eyeshadow. So you want to make sure you bring it all the way out and all the way in. And then again, just tap it out with your finger like that. Alright, so now that we're looking crazy, let's move on. Pat, 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 pat. All right, so let's go on to primer. So before I started, I used the Clinique Moisture Surge lotion, moisturizer I'm sorry. I used that on my face along with the Summer Fridays, which I'm almost out of, but I did use the Summer Fridays jet lag mask. Now I'm going in with my Smashbox primer oil. I like to take a little bit and dab it on my hand and then use my fingers to rub it in. I always make sure that I put enough underneath the eye because I have super dry under eye and this will hydrate it. You need a little bit more. And you don't want to use too much of this product because it is very oily, so a little bit goes a long way. Next, we're going to go into our Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation in the color light beige. And we are going to put that on with my Morphe 439 brush. It looks like that. Wait, no. Next, we're going to go in with Porefessionals to conceal these pores. I always put it in my finger and then put it in like that. I always like putting on products like this with my fingers because the warmth of the fingers heats it up, and I feel like it just works better that way. And anything I have left over, put on my forehead. I know I look a shiny mess. This light has me looking crazy and I'm sorry, but I'm also very oily, so that's why I look like that. Anyway, let's move on to foundation. Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation in the color medium beige. I pat it in. I always go in with one pat and I put it all around my face. And I start out light because I can always put more on if I need more. Let's do our forehead. Next, I take my sponge go over everything. Next, we're going to go in with the On the Edge palette. It looks like this. And we're going to start out with this color right here called Basic. We're going to put that on with a blender brush. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with this at the top by the eyebrow to kind of set just the top portion of my eye. The reason for that is when you put the eyeshadow on, it sticks better. So don't set the eye with anything. Alright, so I'm going to go in with my Essence brush, blender brush. We're going to go into this color right here called Salvation. Tap that on. And we're going to start bringing this in the crease and above the crease. You want to go in windshield wiper motions. And I'm just going to bring this into the inner corners. I'm sorry, the outer corners. And again, just keep blending. Now that we're done with that color, we're going to move on to this color right here, which is Free Feeling. It's another deep green color. And we're going to focus this on the outer portion of the eye and in the crease. And then when there's nothing really on it, just flick it out. Same thing on this side, start placing it, and then just start buffing. Just gonna take another blender brush, which is another BS small brush, and I'm gonna go back into Salvation, and I'm gonna start taking out the harsh lines. I'm gonna take this Essence brush right here, looks like that. And I'm going to go into Forest right here. Tap it off. And again, just start bringing this in the outer corner. Like that. Gonna go back into Salvation again and just again start buffing. Back into Forest. Next we're gonna go into this color right here, which is called Fooled, and I'm gonna put that on with my finger. And we're gonna place this on the whole outer portion of the eye, just like that. Then I'm going to go back into Forest, and I'm just going to fix anything that we lost while putting that on. Okay, now that our eyes shadow is done, we're going to go in with the Essence pencil in black, and I'm just going to start drawing my wing. I'm going to go in with my Essence Lash Princess mascara. Okay, now that we have our mascara on, we're going to go in with lashes. We're going to go in with the Ardell Twin Pack in the number 113. I'll take it out of the pack so you guys can see it. They look like that. You want this eye to go here and this eye to go here. Now I'm going to teach you a trick, okay? We're going to go in with the we're going to go in with the Duo Lash Glue. And instead of putting this on your lashes, we're going to put this on our eye. As if we were doing an eyeliner. And you want to put a good amount on because you want it to stick. And you're going to leave that to dry there. And that's how you're going to put on your lashes. Just like that. And don't mind the color that it comes out, because once it dries, it's going to be once it dries, it's going to dry clear. So you want to let that dry a little bit. In the meantime, we're going to start pulling out our lashes. And then what you want to do is you want to roll the lash to give it the eye shape, like that. So you want to take it and roll it. And then you want to take this from the middle and you want to place the middle on first, and then you want to pull it and get the lash to where you want it to be. And then you want to squeeze them together, and then you want to push them up like that. And you see how easy that was? So much easier than having to put the glue on the lash and then wait for the lash to dry, and then if it doesn't go on right, and which majority of the time it doesn't, then you have to put more glue because half the time it doesn't stick once you take it off again. So this is a lot easier. Okay, and now that we're done with that, we're going to move on to concealer underneath our eyes. We're going back in with the Tarte. And I'm going to put a little bit of that here. I like to go in here first. And then I take my beauty sponge and I start patting it in, but very lightly, because I'm trying to cover those dark circles, and for some reason they don't cover that well. Even though this concealer is actually really good, but my circles are so dark that we have to go over this very lightly. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with NARS concealer in the color Custard. And I'm just going to add a little bit of that in the same area. And then I'm going to just put it where the dark circles are, so that you know that they get covered. And again, just push it in like that. I mean, they're not going to be gone, like gone, but you know, it helps. All right, so I'm going to go in now with the Tarte Shape Tape, put a little bit over here, put it down the bridge of my nose. My Cupid's bow, my smile lines, and right here. And we're going to start patting it out. And this I pat, but I also drag it up so that we get that really glowiness in the center of our forehead. And then I just pat it out. I can't even talk, sorry. All right, so now that we're done with that, we're gonna go into our LA Girl Pro Concealer, and we're gonna start contouring our face. So that here, 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 our nose. I'd like to do my nose when there's hardly any product left before I start squeezing it again. Like that. And then underneath our face. And then what I like to use is the BS round face brush, and I start patting this out, but when I pat, I push it up because you don't want it to go down on your face. So I always push it up like that. Again, same thing, push it up, but pat like that. This you're going to bring around your face, but you're going to leave the center of your forehead nice and bright. Underneath your chin, don't forget it. Once I'm done with that, I take my concealer brush that I like to do my nose with, and I start going over the concealer. Just to mix it in, make everything go together. Then I like to pat it out. I like to go over the whole face, pat it out. Now when I'm done with bronzing, I like to go in with the Airspun powder. This is the original formula. It's a loose powder. It smells amazing. Like, it reminds me of, like, I don't know, heaven. I can't even explain it. I'm gonna take that, I'm gonna dip it in, and I'm gonna just start setting my face. I'm gonna take a little bit and just keep it in there on the sides of my nose, just to kind of bake that a little bit. And I'm gonna go down here, and notice I'm not going over the area that I contoured, because I like to go over that with contour powder. So I'm just going to leave that to bake. Now we're going to bake our forehead. Now that we are done setting our face, we're going to go in with bronzer. I'm going to go in with the Ticket to Brazil bronzer from Wet n Wild, and we're going to go in with our bronzer brush, and I'm just going to start tapping this into the face. And what this is doing is this is going to set the liquid that we have down. And now that we have set our bronzer, I'm just going to go in to deepen the bronzer a little bit, and I'm going to go in with my MAC bronzer in the color Refined Golden. I'm going to take that and I'm just going to tap it. Dust it all around. Dust it all around my neck. Before we go on to blush or anything else, let's finish our under eyes. We're going to go back in with the On the Edge palette, and we're going to go in back into Salvation, and we're going to put that underneath the whole eye. And we're going to do the same thing over here. I like to smoke out my under eye a lot. So I bring it pretty far down and I put quite a lot of product. Then once I'm done with that, I'm going to go in with Forest with the same brush. And I'm going to start bringing that, but just in this corner. Same thing over here. Like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a flat brush and I'm going to go into Free Feeling. And I'm just going to put that closest to the lash line. In that area right there. See how that just makes it pop? Like it just looks so beautiful. And then we're going to go in with Fooled, and we're going to place that in the front. And now what we're going to do is we're going to dust off any powder that we have left. We're going to dust off any powder we have left underneath the eye, by the nose, down here. Just going to go over my beauty blender, make sure everything looks smooth. I'm going to go back into my bronzer and I'm just going to lightly go over the contour. And I mean lightly. Like that. Then I'm going to just tap it in. Like that. And then I'm going to go in with my mascara again. And we're going to do our bottom lash line. And we're just going to go over our lashes at the top. Next, we're going to go in with the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in the color Fast Lane. It's a green color. It looks like that. And we're just going to put that in the lower lash line. Like that. Now that we have our bottom lash line done, I'm going to go in with the Infallible 16-Hour Wear, and I'm just going to go over the top portion of my eye with it, just to kind of blacken everything out up there. And I'm just going to go over my liner, just to cover the band. This will cover the band, or you could just go over it with a black eyeshadow and just dab it on there, but we're good like this. I'm going to go in with the Floral Blush Palette from Beauty Creations, and I'm just going to put a little bit of this color on right here. Like that. We're going to spray our face. With the Beauty Creations setting spray and coconut, which smells amazing. Like bomb amazing. Like, I'm obsessed. Alright, so we're going to take our Beauty Creations highlighting palette. Looks like this. We're going to go into Heavenly and Frost, and we're going to start putting that on right on top of the blush, like that. And you want to put it on when your face is wet, because you see that blindness in your eye right now? Like, what? put a little bit on top of your eyebrows, your nose, tip of your nose. I always go over it just like that, but then go back in, mix them both, and I'm gonna do the tip of my nose. Really intensify it. My Cupid's bow. And then I'm gonna go in. Then I'm gonna go in with the Brow Creations kit, and I'm gonna take this highlight right here, the pink one, and I'm just going to put that underneath my eye. Like that. Then I'm going to take my beauty sponge and I'm going to go over everything. Pat it all out. I'm going to go back into my highlighting palette and I'm going to take Just Frost and I'm going to highlight my inner corner. We're going to go in with ColourPop lipstick sticks in the color Pillow Talk. It looks like that. And now we're going to go back in with Madeline. And this is the final look. Thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn on your notifications, and give this video a thumbs up if you like what you see. Thank you all again. Hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.